The past 2 months in Nashville have been full of ups and downs in regards to coronavirus and the tornadoes. It's a time that's unseen in Nashville's history.
But how will it be remembered? News Channel 5's Kyle Horan has a story of the people of Nashville in quarantine.
When we look back on the spring of 2020, what words will we use to describe it? How will we describe a downtown that's empty? In the evenings, the streets are painted gray with silence. Few faces to be seen, just the ones spinning or in bar front windows. But,
now with the pandemic going on, it's just really vacant and kind of haunted feeling, isn't it?
you might find a couple souls, even if they're there just to document. Stephen Byram, a Nashville filmmaker, has an eye for scenes.
I've been down here, I've shot down here and interviewed a lot of different people. In fact, I've shot a music video up and down this street.
He knows a scene like this
I would say that there's only so much that a city can take.
happens likely only once.
There's nothing going on. I've walked into the street, in the middle of the street several times today and not felt scared at all that I was going to get hit by a car or a crazy person or anything.
Maybe when we look back at the quarantine, at social distancing, some will remember Stephen's video. Nashville in quarantine. Coronavirus, the cause of the emptiness. In the future, we may be glad he captured it. But even though most of the time streets are more empty than full, essential workers are seeing the impact the quarantine has firsthand.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
For us in downtown, and if you go around and you see, we have a lot of displaced citizens.
Nashville's finest have a heavy presence where people are vacant. Sometimes crime isn't.
I don't know that anyone ever anticipated, expected, ever thought what would happen happened.
Some may remember these nighttime scenes, fluorescent lights and nocturnal silence. And maybe some will remember musicians
Thank you so much for that request.
playing their live gigs behind glass and screens.
This single's called Dreamcatcher.
Dream, dream, dream catcher. Dream catcher.
I was supposed to do a radio tour that was supposed to start in June.
Like Mandy McMillan,
It's the playing portion has taken a step back.
dreams on hold for now.
I kind of find it as a nice time as a creative to have some downtime.
Bookings and gigs have actually all stopped.
If you ask Ryan Fowler if musicians will ever just sit around, he'd tell you the desire to create is strong, even in isolation. He'd like to see a reopen, but only if it's safe.
It's like the less people that I see, the more humanity I witness.
In the absence of normalcy, the singers will sing.
All the bodies on the streets are talking. Store for mannequins sleeping in lights. We used to smoke while we were jaywalking, like it was your birthday every other Saturday night.
About the area that makes Music City what it is.
Like that song from Lady A, and I wonder if it would be cool to incorporate some other musicians that were downtown with us and see if they'd be willing to join.
I don't know why you don't take me downtown like you got.
But if you ask some, determination is what defines this city.
Stages might be silent, but music isn't
I
dead.
think a year or two from now we'll look back and it'll be a memory, but for some it'll be, oh yeah, I remember when that happened.
It's going to be interesting to see when things start to open up again, how that's going to look for everybody. And I just think there's just a huge question mark for all of that. So.
Don't know why you don't take me downtown anymore. I don't know why you
Kyle Horan, News Channel 5.